it might just be me, but yeah, it really sucks to be creative right now. Is especially here on YouTube. Probably because beyond the whole socioeconomic crisis the United States insisted on plunging itself into, and the crippling effects that can have on our mental health, it's probably because YouTube simply isn't designed for creativity. And yeah, it actually does keep getting worse, especially after that transition from legacy subscriptions to these AI powered algorithms feeding an endless scroll of a home screen. Sorry, my throat. YouTube isn't designed for creativity. It's designed for consistency and rage bait. And yes, the more creative you are, the more that just fucking sucks. Still, you should make your art anyhow. My name is Krumbine, and this is Emergency Creative, a bit of a survival guide for creators who do creative things. And yes, that is opposed to creators who do button pushing and algorithm chasing things, which is to say, no shade, right? If that is your jam, hey, good for you, sincerely. But me, well, I personally am speaking from decades of experience pursuing creative passion in one form or another, which is why it is so hard to ignore how much YouTube sucks right now, or how intellectually and logically dumb it is to be pursuing creative expression on YouTube right now. And, before we get into the why and how we can keep creating anyhow, be sure to like and subscribe, especially if you prioritize artistic vision, storytelling, and actual meaning in your creative work. Look, if you feel discouraged putting your creative expression on YouTube, it is not you. It is the system, a very fucking flawed system. First, again, it is that transition to algorithm-driven discovery versus legacy subscriptions. And yeah, if you haven't gotten the memo, subscriptions on YouTube don't mean much more than a fart in a hurricane right now, despite still being a key monetization requirement. But that's a subject for a different video, maybe. We'll see. Here's what we do know. The algorithm favors quantity over quality. I have seen this play out over and over again, and I am Sure, you have too. After all, why in the hell does that shit channel over in that shitty corner of the internet with all of those shit videos keep growing so fucking fast? Quantity over quality. Regular uploads engage viewers, and that engagement, good or bad, sometimes mostly bad, is what the algorithm rewards. This has a direct, malicious impact on our creative brains, right? It's an inherent pressure to abandon artistic integrity in favor of a low quality, repetitive churn. And even if it doesn't necessarily start that way, low quality churn is still the inevitable outcome. We have seen it again and again. After all, that is what works. And fuck your mental health, right? Who gives a shit? Creative expression be damned. The second reason why YouTube is so dumb right now is trend chasing and virality, right? We are seeing this play out on a much larger scale in Hollywood. When everyone chases these trending topics, IP and recycled ideas, original ideas and unique visions, those often get pushed aside, buried, and ultimately completely devalued. Who needs a thoughtful exploration of a subject close to your heart when we have 10-second meme compilations to watch? Or another copy-paste Marvel film to ignore? Reason number 3, it's audience expectations and this niche pressure. As irrelevant as subscriptions actually are, it is still important to understand the nature and the psychology of a subscription. Viewers, my friends, subscribe for specific content. A YouTube channel is not the equivalent of a television channel, as we perhaps may have believed in the past. It's not even the equivalent of, say, a social media profile page, as others may have drawn equivalencies to. It is, in reality, more of it's more like a collection of similarly tagged videos, and the result is that creative brains get boxed into this tiny niche, unable to explore fresh and innovative ideas without risking the loss of what tiny, itty-bitty little audience we already have. Our fourth reason in this conversation is fourth reason as to why YouTube is so dumb right now is monetization and ad revenue. It is the holy grail of all our obsessive YouTube flounderings, and I would argue, right, the crowning jewel of YouTube's assault on creativity. Yes, creators should be recognized and rewarded for their work. And interestingly, while YouTube not only is the originator and one of the best places for the creator economy, monetization remains the literal reward for all the toxic trends we've already talked about. Pursue quantity over quality. Chase trends and algorithms consistently deliver the exact same niche video over and over and over and over again. And congrats! You will have a much better time getting monetized because you are playing the rigged game of YouTube instead of pursuing your own creative passion, which inevitably leads to total fucking burnout. It leads to losing all fucking perspective, because the reason we create is to extract something vital from in here. Not because some external algorithm told us to create. And when we end up staking our mental well-being on soulless, extrinsic factors, we get fucked. Always have, always will. And when our mental footing is already dodgy in the first place, and when the world at large is so fucking distracting and miserable for brains like ours, why in the fuck are we putting ourselves through the abject misery of trying to be creative on YouTube in the first place? Why? Well, maybe it's because when your art finds that one single person out of hundreds or even thousands of trolls or idiots or even just people not on our level, when that one person sees your art, is affected by your art, fucking appreciates your art, nothing else really matters. And that is so easy to lose sight of. We create because we need to, whether YouTube is part of the equation or not. Our art allows us to connect with like-minded people. YouTube monetization wants us to believe that success is explosive growth, engagement, and virality. But that is all still rooted in algorithmic trends. Trends being the very operative word here, because Because if you speak in the same voice as everyone else, that trending voice, that trending style, that trending whatever, there might not actually be anything unique, special, or even creative about what you are doing. The odds are so incredibly stacked against us, and they always will be. Hold on to your voice, not the trending voice, not someone else's voice, not that viral voice. Your voice. Hold on to it. And create anyways. Thank you so much for hanging out and watching. If you have not heard it lately, I appreciate you. I really, really do. Like and subscribe if you like liking and subscribing. And until next time, stay creative, friends.